we're going to talk about Dragon Age the Veilguard, okay? And we're not going to talk about this for too long because we got 2 other topics. But Dragon Age the Veilguard, according to Endymion, and to be honest with you, not just Endymion, if you look at SteamDB, it's pretty obvious at this point that the game is struggling. But according to Endymion, because he's the one who started the the video, Dragon Age the Veilguard has sold less than Star Wars Outlaws. And I have to be inclined to agree. And there's a reason why I'm doing it. There's 2 reasons why I'm doing it. All right. Reason number 1, Dragon Age the Veilguard has yet to announce a 1 million unit sale post. They haven't announced that they've sold 1 million units. Okay. I feel like if they sold 1 million units, they would have said it already. They would have told us, right? They wouldn't be waiting. They would have told us right away. We sold 1 million copies. The chuds got owned. Blah blah blah. Whatever. They would have told us. They haven't told us a single thing. They are unbelievably quiet. There is nothing being said about sales regarding Dragon Age the Veilguard. Now, I do find it a little bit hard to believe, only because the combination between Steam and console, I feel like would have reached 1 million by now, but it just hasn't happened, okay? Now, with that being said, now that we got the headline, let's look at where the game is standing on SteamDB, because this is where I start to see it. This is where I start to believe it. So, as expected, the game is not going to pass 89,418. The weekend was their one and only chance to get the highest number they possibly could, and they just couldn't go into the 100K. They can't go past it. So, that's number 1. Number 2, the 24-hour peak count is now half of the overall count, and that's just a few days in, right? We're not even a week in, right? I don't think we hit a week. I don't think we hit a week. Hold on, October 31st. All right, we did hit a week. Okay, so we're 1 week in, and the game's 24-hour peak is already half of what it was at its maximum peak. So you got to imagine a lot of people are refunding this fucking game. A lot of people are refunding this game. They're not interested in playing this after they found out what it was about, right? They were like, oh, maybe the chuds were wrong. Let's not believe the chuds. Maybe the chuds were wrong, right? Apparently, we're not wrong. Now, here is where it's very telling, okay? This is where it's very telling. It's dropping fast in the top seller list, number 1. It's dropping real fast. This is a game that was like number 4 or something like that, pre-orders. It's dropping extremely quickly. It's about to drop out of the top 10 in top sellers. It has not gained much of a following on Steam at all. The numbers haven't skyrocketed after the game release. It's pretty much stagnated in terms of followers. It had a little bit of a boost right here at release on October 31st, right? And then it pretty much stagnated. So no followers, no nothing. The game is basically stagnated. Now, if you look at game analytics, look at these numbers. They're all over the place. Look at this. They're all, whoops, made that too big. Right here. They're all over the place. You got Play Tracker at 176,000 copies. You got VG Insights at 437,000 copies. And you have Game Analytic, which is always the highest, at 617,000 copies. I'm more inclined to believe the number in the middle. Me personally. I don't think it's as low as 176,000, and I don't think it's as high as 617. I think it's in the middle, in my opinion. Just being honest with you. Now, if we look at this number and we think about this and say, okay, well, it's very popular on Steam. It's more popular on Steam than it is on console, I would imagine, even though people are saying that Dragon Age as a whole is more popular on console than it is PC. And I think that might have been true in the past, but I don't know if that's true now. The reason why I say that is because we now have way more PC players than we ever did. A lot of console gamers have now pivoted over to PC because these consoles are just unbelievably fucking expensive, and they don't have anything that's worth you buying them. Aside from Switch, Xbox and PlayStation don't really have anything this generation that's worth you going out and buying their games, because their games get put on PC anyway. So I just feel like after putting these games on PC, I don't know. I don't see how this game is more popular on console than it is on PC. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the numbers are higher. That's fine. So again, if you look at the pre-order numbers too, remember the pre-order numbers were pretty low. The pre-order, if the copy sold on Steam was 400 and what 30 some odd thousand, what was the pre-order numbers on PlayStation? I think it was like around a little under 200,000. Wasn't it under 200,000 if I'm not mistaken? Right? Let me see. Hold on. How many can I look this up? How many pre-orders for Dragon Age Veilguard? Wow, I must be way off here. Holy shit. I mean, this is just one store, one like retail chain though. Over 900 stores. Over 900 stores. There were a total of 1,957 pre-orders between PlayStation 5 and Xbox. But that's one retail chain. I could have sworn I saw that it was almost 200,000 estimated pre-orders. Or was it higher than that? Let's see. I'll find out right now. I know where I saw it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Got it. So 14% of Dragon Age The Veilguard physical retail orders reportedly canceled ahead of the game's release. Total pre-orders are less than 200,000 across all console platforms. So less than 200,000 pre-orders. Bro, you gotta imagine that the console sales are probably less than 300,000. If there really is 14% cancellations, which there has been proof that there's been a lot of cancellations, you got to imagine 300,000 to 400,000 on console. Maybe if you do pre-orders and actual sales, because there's been people in this chat that have found me from the nonsense that happened in Veilguard. That have told me specifically in the chat that, hey, I picked up this game, not realizing what I was buying. And then when I bought it, I returned it after they realized what was happening. So This is happening quite often. And the point is, if that's the case, if you had 200,000 pre-orders on console, or a little less than 200,000 pre-orders, then a 400 some odd thousand number plus 200, 300,000 on console, yeah, you're nowhere near a million. You're nowhere near a million. And we know they're not because they haven't announced it. They would not wait. They would announce it immediately. Them waiting is the biggest sign that they haven't got anywhere close. It's just the truth of it. Let me see what VG Insights actually says. Let's see. Let's look at their website here. Okay, so let's make this 74.2% positive reviews, 22.3 million gross revenue, and that's before Steam takes 30%, which is hilarious, by the way. 464,000 units sold. Look at the average playtime. It's down to 3.7 hours. Why is their average playtime so low? Hold on. Wait a second. Go to Game Analytic. Average playtime shot up to 19.5 hours for Game Analytics. Something's off here. Something's off here. But to be honest with you, it really doesn't matter what number you take. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Did you see that? Game Analytics says 617,000 here. But when you click it, it says 601. It keeps going down. Wow. This is not good. And also, look at this. This doesn't make sense. Copies sold in the last 7 days, 258,000. How is this less than what it was? It's only been 7 days. So where are these copies coming from? Bro, something is way off here. Am I bugging? Can anybody explain that to me in the chat? Something is heavily off here. It's only been 7 days. Pre-orders? No, there's no way, bro. There's no way, because this number went down. This number went down while this number's going up. How could it be that many pre-orders? NVIDIA codes? Maybe. So you guys thinking it's free codes being handed out for like NVIDIA and stuff like that? That's a lot of free codes though, bro. That's a lot of free codes. Something, I don't know if it's pre-orders, bro. Refunds? Maybe. Let me check the other one. Let me check Play Tracker. Popularity score 3. 3 out of what? 5 or 10? Is it a 3 out of wait. A 3 out of 5 or a 10? 3 out of 10. Oh shit. That's rough. Popularity score of a 3 out of 10. That is rough. Wow. Hold on. Okay. Estimated players 180,000. Estimated active players 143,000. Oof. This one's not looking good. Average total play time 12 hours. So it's in between the other two. Average achievement 7.3. Bro, the heartbeat is going way down. Way down. Let's check something. Hold on. I want to check. Let's go to achievements. Where's the achievement tab? Here we go. Let's see. So as of right now, 86% of players finished part 1. 76% finished part 2. 71% part 3. 58% part 4. 52% part 5. So half of the player base is up to part 5. The other half hasn't reached part 5 yet. Part 6, 44%. Part 7, 33%. Part 8, 20%. Part 9, 11%. So I'm up to part 9. I'm sorry. I just finished part 9. I'm up to part 10. I just finished part 9 on Griffcast today. I'm up to part 10. So I'm in the top 10% of players. Which again, I've been saying for the longest time. This game is being carried by streamers right now. If it wasn't for streamers, these numbers would be pathetic. They would be pathetic. Has anybody beat the game? What's this? In Peace? No Real Gods, the Storm Quelled? Yeah, some people, only 1% beat the game. All right, whatever. So that's pretty telling. I think what's happening here is there is, in fact, a ton of refunds. There is a ton of refunds that are happening right now. And, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, it was kind of expected. We knew that was going to happen. And as much as people want to pretend like it's not happening, it is. People are buying this game, they're finding out what it's really about, and they're refunding it. And it's a little bit easier to refund if you physically bought the game than it is if you bought it digitally. But that's neither here nor there. There are people refunding it like crazy. Where's UK Jamie in the chat? UK Jamie in the chat was one of those people who bought the game and refunded it. I don't know if he's in the chat today, but he was telling me that today in Griffcast. He finally got his refund and he went and he spent that money on something better. But UK Jamie was in the chat and he experienced that. So same exact thing. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't want to stick on this for too long. I just want to make it very clear. This game is not doing very well. I'm still waiting. I'm still looking for their 1 million unit announcement. But I'm telling you right now, and I'm going to end this segment on this. If they don't announce 1 million units sold by the end of the year, by the end of the holiday season, this game is fucking cooked. It is cooked. This game needs at least 4 to 5 million sales in order to even break even on their massive budget, let alone 1 million. This game is fucking cooked. And they're trying to pass it off as a one big win. Why? Because it got 89,000 concurrent players. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. How many people are keeping the game? How's the word of mouth? How's the sales doing? They don't want to talk about that because for them, they say, oh, numbers aren't everything. That's the cope that they try to tell you and everybody else. Numbers aren't everything. Well, yeah, tell that to your business. Tell that to your business when it shuts down. Tell that to your business. Numbers aren't everything. Yeah, okay, sure. That's such cope. I'm sure you guys have heard that many times.